Good afternoon. This is Essential News. My name is Ntabise Molejane, and today we are at the Plaza, where the Department of Community Safety, Roads and Transport have an interprovincial roadblock. I am here today with the MEC for Finance, Economic Development and Tourism, MEC Ketso Makume. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us today. Can you please tell us, MEC, why are we here today?
Okay, let me also thank you, Central News, for having, in a very short space of time, and agreed to come and work with us today for this period that we have agreed. Number one is that the Executive Council, which is the ESCO, led by the Premier, Mayor Matsua, we took a decision that we really need to help the said department, Community Safety and Transport and Roads, to come and join the police and the traffic, to join them in the roadblocks. But our message is very clear, is that the road safety starts with each and every one of us. It starts with me, starts with you, starts with everyone, not only people who are driving. So that's the message that we are taking in here. But also because I'm responsible for tourism and for economic development, I also encourage people to travel safely, to travel very responsible, to ensure that they come back and come and boost the economy of the Free State and boost the economy of these other areas where they are visiting. So the most important thing about our message is that people must not drive and drink. People must not drink and drive. People must just, as the moment they start to think about driving, alcohol must just get out of their mind. They must at least have water so that they hydrate during the course of the journey. We have also encouraging them to take some few exercises as and when they travel, to have their own mini stops wherever they stop. In here, the police are also doing their work. We are looking at dangerous weapons, people who don't have legal documents to be here in the country, and people who are just doing their things, those who are already indulging in liquor but taking risk of driving. So the message is very clear. We want a peaceful and accident-free festive season. That's the message that we are trying to take along. So thanks to Ndate MEC Mbalula for affording us the opportunity to join this department to be with them. At least we are experiencing other things that we have never experienced. We are also seeing the conditions in which our people are working under, which is going to be part of the report as and when we report back. But we are very much excited about what is happening. At least the response so far has been so positive, both by the drivers and the police, and there's a nice communication amongst themselves. So far, we have not yet got an accident or anyone who will try to do a road rage. We started yesterday, we are continuing today. I will also be coming on other days so that we make it a very everyday thing, that people must know that we are with them and we want them to be safe and to enjoy their festive season.
MEC, we know that your department has launched the Free State Tourism Summer Campaign. Can you tell us briefly about that and how that ties in, especially with travelers and road safety?
Okay, I think there's a good relationship between the road safety and our summer campaign. Remember, these people, we want them to travel to our destinations. So as and when they travel, firstly, we must ensure that they are safe. So this is part of the work that we are doing. So safety and tourism are just brothers and sisters. It's one thing. But the most important thing, again, about our summer campaign is to ensure that during this time, people improve the economy of the Free State, and there's an economic growth and there are economic activities. So it's not just about fun. Yes, there's an element of fun, because I always tell people when they ask me that department, and I said no. Tourism is about work and fun, because once you create an environment that attracts people to tour your area, whether it's a true tourist attraction or true tourist destination, you need to make the point that it becomes fun, it becomes exciting, so that people can then start to enjoy. But at the very same time, there has to be some economic spin-offs for the people who are living in the area, for the people who are living or people who are involved in those activities. So there's a good relationship between safety and tourism in this case. But the most important thing about our summer campaign is to just expose some of the gems that people have not seen in the Free State. I visited some. I visited Mereng Kloofs in Forisberg. People were saying, I'm in Mpumalang, because for the first time they observe the greener part of the Free State which I also was blown up because I've never thought about an area like that one. We visited the Cathedral Cave, something that people were saying, I'm from Mexico. We saw this thing in Mexico. I said, no, this thing is here in the Free State. We visited Harib Dam, one of the largest dam, one of the biggest dam in the continent. So these are the things that we're trying to expose. And there are so many. I was told about in the Merenskoof, there's also what they call the water channels, which were made by nature. So it's something that they've said when it's not raining, they will call me and come and visit it. It always have the water that goes through the channels that were made by nature, not by any handsman. So these are some of the things that we're exposing them to our people. But we also want the Free Staters to sell their life experience. It will be nice if Batwako Zamdela, Batwako Paresi, Batwako Pisi, Batwako, they sell their experiences. This is Kasia Rona, this is how we do things. We've got Chisanyama, we've got Kawash, so and so is our legend, so and so is the first soccer player to do what. It's going to be nice so that when people visit, they know that this kind of a place that we are visiting, it is this kind of a place that we are doing. We also have a Friday tourism. Friday tourism, we are saying every Friday, just take a moment and go and enjoy Kasia. I visited Dr. Khotsong Khatu, popular known as MEC. He has a nice tavern there. And I was saying, just by having Tate MEC there, Ventersburg becomes the tourist attraction. So many people have started to visit that area because I expose it that we've got this legend here. Right here in Paris. So these are the people that we really need to expose them to our people. So that we can make it even from the dusty streets because we've got our own legends, we've got our own role models who can play back. But the most important thing is when they start to sell the experiences. I'm taking this thing from a young girl called Lily who said to me that Makume, even if we don't have oceans and the mountains, but we've got a story to tell here in the Free State, let us start to tell our story. So the summer campaign is also about that.
Thank you, Tate Makume. Thank you. You always say Free State is the place to go to and not
a place to go through. Free State, it's a place to go to, not a place to go through. We're making a point here that we've got things, because we've got N1, we've got N3, we've got N5, we've got N8. People just think that Free State is a place to go through. They just travel from Joburg to KZN, travel from Joburg to Eastern Cape and Western Cape. So I was saying, no, we shouldn't pass Free State. So I was telling even the travelers here that if you find a moment, just get a guest house for a day or two and enjoy Free State. So that is why we are saying Free State, it's a beautiful place.